Hello students, welcome back. Today we are going to discuss some more concepts from principles of inheritance and variation. Today's concept is second type of genetic disorders, that is chromosomal disorders. Previously we discussed about Mendelian disorders. The major difference between these Mendelian and chromosomal disorders are Mendelian disorders are inherited from one generation to another generation and they follow the rules of Mendel. Whereas chromosomal disorders, which are occurred due to the change in their structure or maybe change in their number, the chromosomal disorders will occur. So chromosomal disorders may be due to the reasons occurring of these chromosomal disorders. So that is the change in the number of autosomes. Autosomes, change in number of autosomes. We said that human beings are having 46 chromosomes or maybe 23 pairs of chromosomes. So in this in this number of chromosomes, either 44 or 22 pairs are considered as autosomes autosomes. So change in their autosome number, it may cause that chromosomal disorder. And change in number of sex chromosomes. So there is a one pair, two or maybe one pair of sex chromosome. If the change occurred in this sex chromosome, it leads to chromosomal disorder. So chromosomal disorder may be due to change in the number of autosomes or maybe change in the number of sex chromosomes. Now, it may also cause due to the alternation in the chromosome structure. So, any chromosomal structure is changed, then it leads to the chromosomal disorder. Now, let's see the numerical variation, that means change in the number caused by addition or maybe loss of chromosome. So the change in number is occurred due to the addition of extra chromosomes or maybe deletion of chromosomes leads to change in the number. So the numeric variation is due to euploidy variations or maybe aneuploidy variations. Let's see euploidy variations. In euploidy variations, the chromosome number is multiply the chromosome number is multiply of the haploid set other than the diploid. So the multiplication of haploid sets leads to the euploidy. So this euploidic condition is due to failure of cytokinesis after telophase. So we know that cell division. We know very well about that cell division, either mitosis, mitosis, or maybe meiosis. So there are different phases we can found in the cell divisions. That is prophase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, anaphase, and fourth one is the telophase. The four phases. So all these four phases are occurred in the nucleus. That's why this is called as the karyokinesis. All are occurs in nucleus. So that's why it is considered as karyokinesis. So after completion of this nuclear division, then the cell divides into two that we will call as the cytokinesis. So cytokinesis, it is occurred after completion of telophase. After completion of this telophase, the next one is cytokinesis, nothing but division of cytoplasm or division of a cell. Cytokinesis, division of cell. So now let's see this euploidy condition is due to failure of cytokinesis after telophase leads to the euploidy. That means this failure leads to the multiplication of the haploid sets. Now the individuals can be tetraploid. So if it is occur like that, that leads to the tetraploid or maybe triploid. Such individuals are also known as polyploid. More than two sets of chromosomes we will consider as polyploid. Now, polyploid is common in plants but not survive in the human beings. In animals, the polyploid is very rare. We can observe in the honeybees. And it is polyploid is most common in plants. So next numerical variation is aneuploidy variations. So aneuploidy is defined as failure of segregation of chromatids during cell division results in the gain or loss of chromosomes called aneuploidy. So there we discussed in euploidy, there the failure of cytokinesis after telophase leads to the euploidy. But here the failure of segregation, that means separation of chromatids during cell division results the gain or loss of chromosomes called aneuploidy. So separation of chromatids is takes place during anaphase. During anaphase, during anaphase, the chromatid separation will takes place. So during anaphase, if the chromosomes are not separated, then it leads to either increase or maybe decrease in the number of chromosomes. That condition we will call as the aneuploidy. So now hyperploidy. So that means when the number of chromosomes are increased, addition of one or more chromosomes to the normal diploid complement is called as hyperploidy. Hyper means more, and opposite to that, hypoploidy. The loss of one or more chromosomes are called as hypoploidy. For example, if you consider our cell, any vegetative cell you can consider. So in our diploid condition is 2n. It is a diploid condition. Suppose a diploid condition, if it is autosomes, it is of 44 chromosomes. So now if a cell undergoes cell division, so during metaphase condition all the chromosomes are comes and arranged at the center. So now these are the chromosomes which are arranged at the center. Suppose there are four chromosomes are present. If you consider this cell having the four chromosomes, now during anaphase the spindle fibers are attached to the centro, that means chromatid region. These are the chromatid centromeres there are. So these are the spindle fibers attaches to the, and these circles this is the centriole. These lines we are called as spindle fibers. So now during anaphase, these chromosomes are pulled. As a result, half of the number of chromosomes are moves to the each pole. So that means four chromosomes, no? Two chromosomes will move this end and two chromosomes will move this end if it is normal. But what we are saying, failure of segregation, separation is failure. That means instead of that, what happens in this case, in this aneuploidy case, three chromosome will goes to the one end and one chromosome will goes to the another end. So that means when this is separated into two cells, one cell will get more than two chromosomes. One cell will get less than two chromosomes. Normal cell need to have two chromosomes in a cell. But here what happens? It is one is gained more, one is lost chromosome. So that means the cell which with a more number of chromosomes are called as the hyperploid, and the cell which is less or loss of chromosome, that we will call as the hypoploid. So this is all happened due to failure of segregation during anaphase. Aneuploidy cases can be of monosomy, trisomy, nullisomy. Mono means single, monosomy that means 2n minus 1. So in a diploid condition, for example, x and x, that is 2n condition. In that 2n condition, minus 1 means one of the x is absent, then it become x0. This is monosomy. So one shortage is there, one chromosome. Now come to the trisomy, that is 2n plus 1, one extra chromosomes to this diploid condition. That means XX, one extra X, then it will called as the trisomy. Or if you consider any one, suppose every chromosome in our cell, it is in pair condition. That means we have a total 23 pairs of chromosome. First chromosome, first pair, second pair, third pair. So for this first pair, extra one chromosome is added, then it is called as the trisomy. So addition of another chromosome to that is called as trisomy. If normal condition is diploid 2n, so minus of it in that two chromosome, one is less, then it is called as the monosomy. Next, nullisomy, that means 2 n minus 2, that means whatever the two or the absent without chromosomes, then it is called as the nullisomy and their mathematical representation. So 2n minus 1 represent monosomy, 2n plus 1 represent trisomy, 2n minus 2 represent nullisomy. So aneuploidy develops due to non-disjunction of chromosomes during meiosis 1. It is a meiosis is occurred in gamete formation. So gametes, in gametes or in reproductive cells. So in meiosis 1, crossing of chromosomes are takes place. So after crossing, they are separated. That means disjunction, separation we will call it as. So non-disjunction, failure of segregation of chromosomes leads to the aneuploidy. If it is mitosis, that is happened during anaphase. If it is meiosis division, that will take place during meiosis 1. So let's see some of the aneuploidy cases, disorders which is related to the sex chromosomes. So aneuploidy of sex chromosomes. Aneuploidy means addition of one or more chromosomes or loss of one or more chromosomes is called aneuploidy. So now that condition we need to observe in sex chromosomes. So addition of one or more sex chromosomes or loss of one or more sex chromosomes, Then what are the disorders or syndromes we can observe? Let's see that. So the first aneuploid of sex chromosome causes a syndrome called as Turner's syndrome. So this Turner's syndrome is a monosomy. That means shortage of one chromosome. So that is, it is caused by the absence of one X chromosome. One X chromosome. That means generally human beings having 46 chromosomes, including sex chromosomes. So, or otherwise, this we can represent as 44A autosomes plus two sex chromosomes. So now, in this condition, what we are saying that one X chromosome is absent. That means here 2 minus 1. That means autosomes no change, 44 autosomes plus only one X chromosome. That means one sex chromosome is present. Now, the karyotype of this Turner syndrome is autosomes are common, 44 autosomes plus we are saying that the Turner syndrome individuals are females. That means females represent with the XX. But here the absence of one X, that means one X is absent. That's why X 0. This is the karyotype or maybe genotype of the Turner syndrome condition. So this is 2n minus diploid condition we will call it as 2n. In that diploid condition, one chromosome is less 2n minus. That means it become one monosomy. So Turner syndrome is monosomy. It is caused due to absence of one X chromosome in sex chromosomes. So generally Turner syndrome occurs in females. The Turner syndrome individuals are females. So in females, one X chromosome is absent. Generally females are XX. In that one X chromosome is absent, then it is represent X0. One is absent, X0. But autosomes, there is no change. That's why 44 plus XO. 44 autosomes are common, but out of two sex chromosomes, only one will be present. That's why the number of chromosomes in this Turner syndrome is 45. So what are the symptoms we can observe due to change of that shortage of that or absence of that X chromosome? Then first symptom is short stature. That means in the height they are look short. Webbed neck, that is a web, that means a fan like webbed neck, fan like fan wings are there, no, it is a web like. We can simply say that if you are observe the duck or maybe a frog, between the fingers we can observe a skin that we will call it as the web. So web neck. Now ovaries are rudimentary. Rudimentary means not well developed, not well well developed, not well developed. Underdeveloped breast is also not well developed. So this we are already said that Turner syndrome individuals are females. So often, commonly they are sterile. Why? Because as they may not menstruate, menstrual cycle will not takes place, or maybe ovulation does not takes place. That's why they are sterile. So they have this subnormal intelligence. So intelligence is also normal or less than the normal. So less intelligence. These are the symptoms of this Turner's syndrome. The another disorder that is called as Klinefelter's syndrome. So it is a trisomy. It is a trisomy of a sex chromosome. So these Klinefelter syndromes are normally males. That means XY. So here it is due to the presence of extra X chromosomes. So what we are saying, it is a Klinefelter syndrome. Individuals are generally males. It is occurred in males. So males are represented with the XY. So why this Klinefelter syndrome is causes due to the trisomy extra. Which one is extra? The extra chromosome is X chromosome. So that means the males having extra X chromosome. So this is the condition. So normal males having XY, but Klinefelter syndrome males having one extra X chromosome. That's why it is trisomy. Normal condition is 2n. For that 2n, extra one chromosome is added. 2n condition. That's why it is called as trisomy. So then whatever the number of chromosomes here, so autosomes there is no change. The change in sex chromosome only. Sex chromosome generally 2, but it is extra 1. That means the total number of chromosomes is 47 in this trisomy condition. So now the keynote karyotypic representation or maybe genotypic representation of this syndrome is 44 autosomes, and XXY is the genotypic or karyotypic representation of this syndrome. So what are the symptoms we can observe if extra X chromosome is added to the normal condition or in trisomy condition? Let's see. So the symptoms are underdeveloped testes. That means testes are not well developed. That is one. Secondary sexual characters are poorly developed. Secondary sexual characters in males are mustache, beard, or the a common secondary sexual character that is not well developed. Feminine development, like development of breast, we can observe in the male. So here Klinefelter syndrome is a male. In that males we can observe that feminine development, that means female characters, that is one of that character is breast. So development of breast we can observe. That development of breast in males, that condition is called as gynecomastia. We can observe in Klinefelter syndrome. So individuals are sterile due to abnormal seminiferous tubules, and they are mentally retarded, are the symptoms of this Klinefelter syndrome. So Turner syndrome and Klinefelter syndrome, these two are these textbook syllabus. There are another two syndromes we can observe under this aneuploidy of sex chromosomes. So they are, let's see briefly about it. So in that, metafemale or super females. So it is also a trisomy, that means due to addition of extra X chromosomes. So we are already mentioned that they are females. So the normal female having XX, that we can observe. So this metafemale or super female or the trisomy due to addition of one extra X chromosome, then this condition we will call as the metafemale or maybe super females. So this genetic genotype condition or maybe karyotype of these metafemales, this triple X is common along with 4 autosomes. 44 autosomes plus XX is normal, but this metafemale is due to the extra X, that is this is 3 plus 44, that is total number of chromosomes in this case is also 47. So trisomy having 47 chromosomes. So trisomy in sex chromosomes means that extra chromosome we can observe in the sex chromosomes. Suppose the trisomy in autosomes means that extra chromosomes we can observe in the autosomes, not in sex chromosomes. Please be clear of that point. Here we are discussing about aneuploidy of sex chromosomes. That means we are discussing about only one pair of chromosomes. There is no change in the number of autosomes, that is 44. Only in all these conditions, Turner syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome, or maybe in this meta female, we are observed that the change occur in only sex chromosome, not in autosome. Please be clear of that. So the symptoms of these meta females or maybe super females, that is mental retardation, and individuals can be sterile or maybe fertile, or the symptoms. The last one in the aneuploidy of sex chromosome, that is meta males or maybe super males. So already we are saying that males. So normal male having X and Y. So the meta male is due to the extra Y chromosome, or super male is due to extra Y chromosome. It is super male. And this meta male or super male is also called as criminal syndrome or maybe Jacob's syndrome. And it is also a trisomy, and it is due to presence of extra Y chromosome. So then autosomes are common, 44 plus normal Y and one extra Y chromosome, 3. So total 47 chromosomes are present, and it is the genotype of this meta male or maybe super male. Now let's see the symptoms of this meta male or maybe super male. So the symptoms are taller than the normal people. The meta male or maybe super male individuals are taller than normal people. So they has a reduced intelligence. That means intelligence, cleverness is less, more aggressive than the normal males. Overproduction of male hormone, that is male hormone is testosterone. Testosterone. So these meta males has a criminal or maybe brutal tendency. That's why the meta male or super males are also called as a criminal syndrome. So let's see the aneuploidy of autosomes. That means here we can discuss about the changes, either increase or maybe decrease a number in autosomes only. Autosomes. That means there is no change in sex chromosome. So we will observe either increase number in autosome or maybe decrease number in the autosomes. So we cannot see any change in this sex chromosome. Let's see the first syndrome due to aneuploidy of autosomes. So that is Down's syndrome. So this Down's syndrome is first observed or described by the Langdon Down. That's why the name is given Down syndrome in 1866. This Down syndrome is also called as Mongolism. So this Down syndrome is due to the presence of an extra 21st chromosome. 21st chromosome. Remember this. 21st. Autosomes how many? 22. pairs. So in this 22 pairs, 21st pair chromosome, already 21st, there's a pair, that means 2n condition. For that, one extra is added. So extra 21st chromosome, already 21 chromosomes are 2 are there, and the extra 21 chromosome is added, then it is called as trisomy. So it is also referred as a trisomy 21. That means 21 chromosome, 3 are there instead of 2. Pair means 2. Instead of that, extra 1 is present. That's become trisomy 3. Now, individuals having 47 chromosomes. The karyotype, it is mentioned with 45. So in previous slides, when we discussed the aneuploidy of sex chromosome, there is no change in autosomes. But here in this concept, we are observing change in autosomes. So that's why normally autosomes are 44. But on this 21st chromosome, extra 1 is adding, that's why it become extra 1. That means 45 autosomes, but there is no change in the sex chromosome. If it is male, that XY. If it is female, autosomes 45 plus female XX. So the karyotype, if it is male, 45 plus XX. If it is female, 45 plus XY. So the individuals may be male or may be female. Let's see the symptoms of Down's syndrome. So upper eyelid is folded. So this condition is called as epicanthus condition. So upper eyelid is folded. So epicanthus condition. Protruding tongue, that means tongue will comes out and folded. Folded tongue, it is always comes out. Protruding tongue. And prominent forehead and broad flat face and short and broad neck. Habitually open mouth. Mouth is open. Malformation of heart. Mental development is retarded, lifespan is short, underdeveloped gonads. That means if it is male, underdevelopment of ovaries. If it is female, sorry, if it is males, underdevelopment of testes. If it is females, underdevelopment of ovaries. We can observe under this Down syndrome. So this Down syndrome is a NCERT part. It is present in the textbook. Now let's see the other aneuploidy of autosomes disorders. So next autosomal disorder due to aneuploidy is Edwards syndrome. Edwards syndrome. So this Edwards syndrome is due to trisomy of 18th chromosome. That means 18th, 18th, two are present. One pair is present. One extra 18th chromosome is added. So then it is trisomy of 18th chromosome called, that means causes Edward syndrome. So trisomy of 21st chromosome causes Down's syndrome. Down's syndrome. But trisomy of 18th chromosome causes Edwards syndrome. So now the symptoms of this syndrome is kidney, heart and finger deformity, deformed. Lifespan is very short, around 6 months. That means they cannot survive. So another aneuploidy of autosomal disorder, that is Patau's syndrome. So it is a trisomy of 18th that means sorry, it is trisomy of 13th chromosome. So already previously we discussed 21st trisomy. So the trisomy 21st causes Down syndrome, Down's syndrome, and trisomy 18th chromosome. It is called causes Edward syndrome, and now 13th chromosome it is causes Patau's syndrome. 13th. So the symptoms of this Patau's syndrome is microcephalus condition. Cephalus means head, micro, small head is present. Patau's syndrome. Cardiovascular disorder, that means heart problems, cardiovascular disorders. Eye defect, brain disorder. So due to this many disorders, the lifespan is very short. That means too short. That is around 3 months. So the individual born with this Pato syndrome can survive only 3 months. For all these trisomies, the karyotype or maybe genotype is 45 autosomes plus either female or 45 autosomes plus it is maybe male. This is the genotype. It is female, female, and it is a male. Thank you, students. We will completed this chromosomal disorders under the genetic disorders, and these are very important concepts in the competitive examinations as well as in board examination, particularly in genetic disorders. Under that, Mendelian disorders, hemophilia, and sickle cell anemia, phenylketonuria, thalassemia. These four diseases are very important board examination. And next, under this chromosomal disorders, Turner syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome, Down syndrome. These three are textbook concepts. So that three are also important. So please be prepared well and revise as many times as possible. So please, I already told that genetics is always puzzles. If you understood, it is a very easy and it is a very interesting concept. If not, it is always puzzle. Please try to understand and listen the videos repeatedly and make a note properly.